I finally got my OnePlus Open back, and we're going to compare it to the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, and we're going to talk about how to avoid the big mistake. You don't want to miss this. Let's get to it. I want to start with a backstory on the OnePlus Open. I purchased the first one, and I got it pre-owned, and I got a really good deal, and I had that thing for a good 6 months. Then all of a sudden, on the inside, I opened it up one day, and the screen had a line through it, as you can see here. I went ahead and had insurance on it because I actually purchased it on eBay, and it came with insurance from Allstate. And after I made that claim online, within 7 days, I had the phone shipped out to them and the money back in my bank to purchase a replacement, which is exactly what I did. I purchased another one online, it was in perfect condition. I bought it off of eBay, and when I bought it, I went ahead and bought the Allstate insurance again, just to be sure. And you know what? Within a month, the OnePlus Open had a cracked screen once again on the inside. And the second one I purchased came with just basically an open box device, so it came with everything, the charger, the cable, and it looked brand new when I got it. But on the second try, I went ahead and figured I'd try the route of OnePlus Open warranty service, and everything seemed to go smooth. I sent it to them. They said they received it, and all that was within, I don't know, about a week and a half, I guess. And then next thing you know, they just held on to it and held on to it. I kept communicating with them. Every time I did, you have to go online. You have to fill out the thing online with your repair number to get a status, and it really doesn't give you anything. So best thing to do is you chat in. When you chat, they say, hey, it's just going to be another 2 weeks, another 2 weeks. Then after about a month and a half, they finally says, okay, it's going to be fixed next week. I called the next week because I didn't hear anything from them, and they apologized, said, sorry, we're going to send you a brand new unit out, and we'll have it to you within 5 days. Well, that's the only part of the whole experience that actually happened, but it took 2 months to get the replacement. As you can see here, I opened it up in a new box, got a brand new one. In the meantime, the Z Fold 6 came out. Although I didn't purchase it in the beginning, I went ahead and used my Z Fold 5 and kind of suffered through using it. Yeah, had to suffer using another foldable. It wasn't that bad. And then as soon as the Pixel 9 Pro Fold was released, I went ahead and picked one of those up. And I've been using this phone since it came out, maybe a month and a half, and I really enjoy this phone. Now, the whole time I was excited to get my OnePlus Open back. But you know what? The closer and closer it got, I started wondering, am I really going to go back to the OnePlus Open, or do I really enjoy my Pixel 9 Pro Fold? Now, that's what we're going to cover real briefly. I'm not going to do a full review. I'll do another video on that in comparison. But just right out of the box, you could tell it's really the same size, very similar. But I don't know if you can see it in the video here. I'll zoom in. This thing sits so much higher than the Pixel 9 Pro Fold because of that camera bump. Everybody thought the Pixel 9 camera bump was big. It's not bad. Has a little bit of wiggle there, but of course this one does too. This one's got a lot of wobble, so there's no big difference there except for this height. This is crazy. Now I'll go ahead and turn it around and see. You can see that the Pixel 9 Pro is a little bit thinner. Hold it up here to the camera. It's visibly not a lot different. Well, maybe it is. It is quite a bit thinner. But the interesting thing is it's just a slight bit heavier. Can you feel the weight difference? Yes, you can feel the weight difference. Not a whole lot, but you know, there is a lot more screen here, or a lot more phone per se, maybe not a lot more screen. On both devices, they've got the same measurement as far as a 6.3-inch screen, and they look very close. But if you look closely, you can see that the Pixel 9 Pro is just slightly bit wider. And that is, of course, because it does have a larger screen on the inside. You got a 7.82-inch screen on the OnePlus Open, and on the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, you have a 8-inch screen. And when you put them side by side here, as you can see here, it's just a slight bit larger. It's hard to really tell. See if I can line them up there perfectly. It's just a slight bit larger. And then when you turn them sideways, you can see here, again, it's a little bit wider there. There's the difference. Now, I don't know if you can see it in this image, the bezel, the border around the OnePlus Open, just a slight bit narrow, but you can see they look very similar in all aspects of the device. Am I going to switch back to the OnePlus Open from the Pixel Fold? Well, let's talk about that. The OnePlus Open is a very nice phone, and of course they both run Android, but this one has a Snapdragon Gen 2 in it, which is still on paper a faster processor than the 4th Gen Tensor chip. And they are both rocking 16 gigabytes of RAM, so that's really good, something the Samsung falls short on with only 12 gigs of RAM. So they both have the RAM. Now, where they really separate from is, as we know, Pixel is very well known for Gemini and their AI, and AI works beautifully on their Pixel phones, and it even works beautifully on the Samsung Z Folds as well. But when it comes to the OnePlus Open, there are no built-in AI features. Yes, as you can see here, you can use Gemini. Gemini's right here. And is Gemini built into the operating system on the OnePlus Open? Let's see what they has to say.
No, Gemini is not built into the operating system on the OnePlus Open. However, it can be downloaded as a separate app from the Google Play Store.
So you can get the Gemini Advanced just like you saw there on the phone and talk to it and get some helpful information, help you do some work, but you got to put the work into it. In other words, if you have a text you wanted to rewrite or an email you want to rewrite, you have to put it into the app first, get it to rewrite it, cut and paste it, and put it back into the word processing app that you were using, which is very inconvenient. But wait a minute, got to interrupt this program from Future Mark here. We've got an update on the OnePlus Open, and we're going to check this out. It does do AI editing or suggestions in your email. All you do is, I wrote this erroneous email with some mistakes in it. There's a new button up here. Looks like AI. You press it. Look at this. You've got some options here. Formalize, elaborate, shorten, draft, write a draft, or polish. Let's polish it. Let's see what it does. There we go. Greetings. I'm writing you this email as a test. I anticipate there will be some mistakes. However, the primary purpose of this exercise is to assess how to improve the email's clarity and structure. Check that out. It did it, and I'm quite impressed with the results. Looks like you just hit replace, and there you go. It'll correct your spelling as you type, like all other phones do, but it will not use AI to help you correct or reformat your text or your email, which is something that you get from the Pixel Fold or even the Samsung Z Fold series. So when are they going to come out with AI on the OnePlus Open? Because it's very helpful. Being spoiled by the Pixel 9 Pro Fold for over a month, it's going to be very difficult to go back to a device that doesn't have those AI features. Now, when it comes to photo and photo editing, we know that the Pixel 9 series has a lot of photo editing. All you get really on the OnePlus Open is a magic eraser, but that's about it. There's not much else that you can do with editing photos if that's something that's important to you. You know, the camera specs on the OnePlus Open, yes, they are better than that of the Pixel 9 Pro Fold, although the photo processing on the Pixels are much more superior than that of the OnePlus Open. I'll do a much closer comparison when I compare everything between the two phones and have them battle head to head against each other. There is one thing I want to show you though real quick, which really shocked me today because it is something I do quite a bit, and I'm going to show you it here on both phones. You've got the ability on all Androids to transfer data to something like this little hard drive. This is a terabyte hard drive, an SSK, and this is really a good device. It's a high-speed drive that allows you to actually transfer up to 10 gigabytes of speed. So that's pretty fast. So when you plug it into, say, the OnePlus Open, for example, here, it will open up an app for me, as you can see here, and I use the file manager. Let's go ahead and put a timer down here, and we'll time it. Ready, go. And let's see how long it takes. It's going pretty fast, not bad. And we're right around 6 seconds. It never is accurate to what this thing says, but there you go, stop. 11.86 seconds, not bad. All right, let's go ahead and plug this thing into the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. So why is this important to us? Well, the OnePlus Open has a UFS, which is a universal flash storage of 4.0 versus the Pixel 9 Pro, it has a 3.1. Now, the 4.0 versus 3.1 is speed. So the OnePlus Open, which is a year older, has a faster drive, which just fascinates me. I don't understand that. But we're going to go ahead and test it anyway and see if they run about the same speed. So we've already tested the OnePlus Open. Now let's go ahead and start the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. I got everything set up. There's the iPhone 16 versus iPhone 15. We're going to copy it to the internal storage and movie file. And I've already reset this. Let's go. Now, if you remember the OnePlus Open, it scored 11.86 is the speed. So we're going to see what happens here. It looks like it's going pretty close to the same, and done. 11.54. I might have been quicker on the draw at stopping the stopwatch. So 11.54, 11.86. Very close to the same speed, if not the same. You can see there, just 11 seconds or 12 seconds. They both transferred 3.7 gigs. That's not bad. Now, and what I do a lot of transferring, whether it's photos or videos. So it does make a difference to me. But as you can see here, there was no difference. So I want to get back to that ultimate question. Am I going to go back to the OnePlus Open since I loved it so much before it had issues? Well, I put my SIM in it and I'm going to try it out for a little bit longer, but I'm going to tell you, just over the one day, I found myself missing the uses of the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. And it all comes down to the AI. And the AI is not just for writing things or pictures, but it also works in your phone calls, like screening them, waiting on hold for you and calling back. There's so many different features that you find on the Pixel 9 Pro Fold that AI takes advantage of that you don't get on the OnePlus Open. Now, they are saying that the OnePlus Open may get additional AI features once Android 15 drops, and that they are working on things, but we really just don't know or have a clue what that is yet. And if they're going to do some updates to integrate some of the AI into the operating system. I truly hope they do. Now remember, don't make the big mistake. If you buy a OnePlus Open, you've got to have insurance or the warranty plan on it, because either one, you can get it fixed if you have an issue with the screen. And I've had it twice. The first time, insurance just gave me the cash to buy a new one. And the second time, I sent it back to OnePlus for manufacturer warranty, and they kept it for 2 months and ended up sending me a brand new one because they couldn't fix the screen. So if I didn't have insurance or warranty, I would have completely lost the phone. What I want to know is, what are your thoughts, the OnePlus Open or the Pixel 9 Pro Fold? Do you have any questions for either one of these phones or something you would like me to focus on my review between the two? Please leave those down in the comments below. It really does help out the channel when I know what you want to see. Then, of course, while you're down there, make sure to smash that like button because it really does help out the channel. It helps me. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more detailed reviews, news, and tech tips. And check us out on our social medias where you can post your thoughts and questions for the channel, and we can even have discussions there. I look forward to chatting with you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, God bless.